Hello, this is my submission for the Virtual and Online Innovation and Curricular Enhancements Award for the Spring 22 semester. My name is Sunny Lee and I am from the Department of Mathematics. For this submission, I will use products from the Math 115A College Algebra during the Summer 21 and the 135 Business Calculus during the Fall 21 semesters. I am a huge fan of active learning, so my focus today will be on human engagement using different in-class activities such as Jamboard for Math 115A and GoogleDoc for Math 135. So the general structure of a Jamboard activity is going to be, I'm going to share a link with the student during the Zoom class. Students will then be put in different breakout rooms according to their pre-assigned groups. The benefit of using a live collaborative tools like Jamboard is that I can check on each group progress and provide intervention as quickly as possible. At the end of each group activity, the student will then present their findings, and I will post a copy of a complete Jamboard on their Canvas page. So now I'm going to go over a detailed example. So each of my Jamboard will start with a question of the day. So this is an opportunity for students to check in with each other and to warm up before the actual activity. So tasks and responsibilities are clearly written to guide students to their proper group slides. So you can see that these three groups will then work on slide 3 to 6. And these three groups will then work on slide 7 to 9. The instruction is clearly written on the slide so that they know exactly what they need to do. Now, Jamboard allows me to check on each group progress by choosing the appropriate slide on top. For example, if student is on the right track, they're doing everything correctly, I would then give them a small compliment with a sticky note on the side. So you can see that some students prefer writing directly on Jamboard. Some would prefer writing on their paper and then post an image of their work. For groups that have little to no progress, I would then jump right onto the breakout room to provide guidance and hints appropriately. Now for the GoogleDoc activity, I actually create and share a Google Drive with each group at the beginning of the semester. So very much similar to the Jamboard activities, students will work in groups during class. I check on them every now and then. Because the course content is more challenging in a calculus class, students will then need to download and submit their work at the end of each class. Many groups actually prefer to post a copy on their Canvas group page just in case a group member is absent or they don't want to have a record to study for the exam. So here's an example of a Google Drive where students will store all of their Google Doc that they worked on the whole semester. I always like my students to have responsibilities. Therefore, for each of the classwork, you're going to see that they list out their name. They list out the question that they do and the question that they are responsible to check. So I encourage them to work in pairs on each of the problem. They would then collaborate to making sure that they check each other's work and select the best handwriting, the clearest, the correct answer to post that onto their Google Doc. So it's quite interesting to always see different handwriting on the same exact doc, just so that you know the students are working together. Now, besides the Zoom option for audio and video, many times students prefer the chat and the direct comment on Google Doc. So from my experience using both Jamboard and GoogleDoc activities, I see the students quickly build their own community. They engage with the course material much more sufficient by actually doing the problems. And on top of that, by actively working in groups, I see a significant reduction in Zoom fatigue for both of the students and myself as an instructor. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing more from you.